start with the 10th chapter, the Sermon at Benares. Now, this chapter, the Sermon at Benares, it throws a light upon the early life of Lord Buddha, who was originally born as a prince in the royal family. Now, when he was being exposed to the sufferings of the world, which he was earlier shielded from, he left his princehood and went in search of salvation, thus leaving all the worldly pleasures behind. And after he attained spiritual awakening, he gave his first sermon in the city of Benares, hereby making a lady named Kisa Gautami realize that men are mortal and a wise person should not grieve at what is bound to happen, for it only enhances pain and suffering. So this was his teaching, which we have been getting an abstract from the chapter. Now let us start. In the first part of the chapter, we can see a small biography of Gautam Buddha. He was born to a North Indian royal family as a prince and was named Siddhartha Gautama. He was sent to a faraway place when he was 12 years old to study Hindu sacred scriptures. And on returning 4 years later, he got married to a princess. Soon they both had a son, and they continued to live the royal life for about 10 years. Now, usually the prince was shielded from all the unpleasant experiences in the world until the prince met a sick man, and also he came across an aged man, and then a funeral procession, and later on he saw a monk looking for alms or help. Now these experiences was an eye-opener for him, and thus he left all the royalty behind to seek higher sense of spiritual knowledge. He went in search of enlightenment for about 7 years before he finally came across a peepal tree. Now what happened under the peepal tree was that he chose to sit under it till he became awakened. When he finally attained salvation, after 7 days, he decided to retitle the tree as the Bodhi tree, which means the tree of wisdom. And he himself came to be known as Buddha, which means the awakened. Now, he even began preaching his new realization, and his first sermon was given in the city of Benares. The city of Benares is known to be sacred as it resides on the banks of the river Ganga. The first sermon he gave was preserved and is famous till date. Now that is a story which we are going to read, that it gives a new perspective to man's unending sufferings. So this story revolves around a lady named Kisa Gautami whose son had died. She was struck with unending pain and sorrow, and she took her son door to door requesting for a wonder drug that could bring her son back to life. Everyone thought that she had been crazy or lost her ability to think clearly. Now, when she went door to door, she finally came across a man who couldn't offer any medicine but led her to Sakyamuni, the Buddha. Finally, with lot of hope, the lady visited Gautama Buddha and begged him for cure for her child. So, just as the man told, Gautama Buddha had a solution. Now we asked Kisa Gautami to get a handful of mustard seeds. Now she got restored with all her hopes, and Kisa Gautami thought it would be very simple task until Lord Buddha instilled a condition that the mustard seed should be bought or must be taken from a house where no one has lost a child, husband, parent or a friend. Now, all hopes was lost by Kissa Gautami, because there was not a house where she could find the mustard seeds without anyone being dead. So all her hopes went in vain, and she extremely became anguished and painful. She found herself a place to ponder at the edge of the road. Now she continuously watched the city lights blinking and observed them till there was just darkness all around. After deep reflection, she realized that man's fate was just like this city lights that flicker and extinguish repeatedly. Now the cycle of birth and death is nature's way of working. Suddenly she became conscious as to how selfish she had been in her sorrow, and that one who was born must rest eternally. Now men are mortals, means they die eventually, and the ones that are immortals have covered a path free from all worldly pleasure. Now, according to Lord Buddha, the life of mortal is troubled because they have not made peace with the fact that one who is born must rest eternally. There is no way of living being can avoid facing death. Now he's giving an example of a ripe fruit is more prone to falling, and aged mortal is bound to die. Like also the earthen vessels, once it is been ready, it is able to break at some point. So do the men, whether old or young, foolish or wise, death leaves no one. Now he is telling that the only way death works is by withdrawing the person from the living world. That is, the person ceases to exist. No one has control over death. Neither a father can save his son, nor a kinsman or blood-related people can save his relative. Now he is giving an example, just like an ox is taken to slaughterhouse to be killed, so does death do with mortals, leaving none behind. Thus, the one who knows the truth and doesn't grieve at his loss is the one who has been called wise by Lord Buddha. Now, according to Lord Buddha, one should not grieve, weep, or be miserable at something which is bound to happen. We know for sure once when we are born, at the other end there is always death. No one can escape from the cycle of the death and birth. Something which is bound to happen, for it will keep man away from obtaining peace of mind. It will only multiply the pain and suffering. Thus, it leads to physical weakness, and moreover, no amount of grief would bring back the dead person. It is very important to understand that one must move past feelings like sorrows and grief, as it is the only way that leads to the path of salvation. So this was the chapter, the sermon of Banaras, given by Gautam Buddha, and the source taken from Betty Renshaw, Values and Voices, which was the College Reader 1975. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.